And we should be live, which means I can say welcome to everybody watching here tonight at RPM Esports F1. I'm your commentator, always Rick, and I am welcomed by my co-commentator, Prof Patik. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing great, thank you. Spa is a very difficult track to drive on, as we've seen in other tiers, so we'll see how this will go with the fastest and most skillful drivers in the league.
Yeah, definitely, and we are excited to watch the high gear guys drive the last evaluation race before pre-season here at Spa-Francorchamps, Belgium. So far in the press room of High Gear, we've seen a lot of guys be agreeing on the fact that Spa-Francorchamps in 21 is a very difficult track. Seeing all the curbs will make you spin out if you take them too
Yeah.
much. Property, you've driven the track earlier this week. How did you feel about the
Mm,
race and about the
Curbs
track?
are no-go, for sure. Went on the curb, I saw spun in like the first 2 or 3 laps, so uh, although, yeah, you can't go on most curbs, but on some you can go on, and it's just where you can utilize the most time out of the track, as it is a very difficult track on this game, for sure.
Yeah, and that I can completely agree on, as my race only lasted a few turns. But currently we are on board with the Mercedes of Andrew, who is leading the pack and will be setting the time as first driver. Andrew, we haven't seen a lot of him yet in RPM, but he is on Belgium and definitely willing to show off his skills here at RPM in high gear tier. As he's now entering the last few corners in sector 3, and then his time will start. We see a lot of cars on track currently, a lot of cars on medium tires even. How do you feel about warming up the tires for the qualification on the mediums?
Mediums, I wouldn't go with personally. I don't find mediums that good with my driving style, but other drivers can do good with it, and obviously it's a very good strategy in the race.
And that's for sure. If you start in the top 10 on the medium, you will definitely have an advantage. But as we know, we have a lot of fast drivers here on grid tonight. Personally, I think to watch Val Fury and F1 Richie for sure.
Yeah.
Then we got some guys behind there as well, with the both teammates in the Red Bulls as Barker and Bumblebee. We got One Wing with an impressive lately drive on 21, and an amazing guy based on setups and strategies. Also, Lau in the Mercedes is someone to watch together with Sminodla. Actually, all the cars on track today are contenders to take a podium. Um,
I see with One
at
Wing,
Spa.
although he's not the fastest in quali, he can really make it work in the race with his strategy, as Andrex has invalidated his first lap, unfortunately.
Yeah, seen that on track, as we are now currently on board with the Aston Martin driver, One Wing. Also one of our stewards at RPM, who is willing to show his pace on those medium tires in that lovely green car. Also a few reserves from mid-gear. Some guys who couldn't drive in the evaluation race of mid-gear yesterday. Now on board with one of them is Neff in the Alfa Romeo. Also both the Williams, Scott and Jetfish are reserving for high gear today. So let's see if these guys can keep up with the fast grids they have in front of them. A lot of the drivers already seen each other on different leagues and different tracks, as Lau in the Mercedes sets the first time, and that's an impressive one to open with a 142 flat. So that's a currently pole position for him. Also Feral Fury just joined him behind him in the Aston Martin with a 142.3. So that's a 3/10 gap. Then the gap starting to form. Jetfish, of course, in the 43s, as he is currently on the medium tire. And we see him getting some slipstream here from his teammate Scott. L on B3 with a 42.8, and that's a 5/10 gap to Valfury, so there are some times between those guys in front. Then we have one wing, I guess he made some kind of mistake on those mediums, as he is in the 145.2. Also CJ Butch, who I personally know can do way better, is on a medium tire with a 144.3. Is he going for another lap in that red Ferrari of him?
I think he might be, I'm not sure though.
It could definitely be, as we have a yellow flag, and it's for Neff, who's currently in the grass waiting for the Red Bull to pass and get back on track.
I think it would have been the curve on the end of the Kimmel Straight, you just lost it there.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those corners you want to avoid the inside curb. Actually, all the curbs.
I didn't need his spins again.
As he has quite some dirt on those red or cheek tires. Didn't set a lap in yet, and he will definitely go for a new one by putting on new soft tires, I guess. As we are on board now with Barker in the Red Bull, with also the red cheek tires, the soft ones, as he is looking quite good so far on track. Did a purple sector 2. Let's see if he can take that pole position away from Laur. These two
as
guys.
Richie goes into P3, 142.3, and we'll see what Barker does.
And that's a good lap from Richie, really close behind Valfury there, as Barker is now almost joining them. If he keeps his pace up here. That's a nice cut in the chicane indeed, and he goes to P4. That's a 142.4 for the Red Bull driver here today. In chat, Hus joined us. Good luck, guys, and I think all the guys on grid really appreciate you. Wishing them a lot of luck today on this difficult track.
Spinotler goes into P2 on the mediums, 142.2. Lovely lap.
That's a great lap indeed of the AlphaTauri driver there. Giving some heat on the Mercedes in front of him. In the meantime, Multi joined us in the Alpine, the teammate of Lucist. And Hus wondering who is gonna hit the below 42s. And I definitely think there are quite some guys on track at the moment who can hit that for sure, as he predicts Notla for the win. He's on a good strategy at the moment, going for P2 on those mediums. As Lucis in the Alpine now goes for the lap into turn 1, and he is also on the red tire.
I think Sminotler, because he's so fast, if he goes onto the soft tyres, he'll definitely be a contender for pole position. For sure.
Luce is making a really good line there in Rouge, not even lifting a bit and keeping it off the curbs and straight on track. So that will definitely save him some time in that lovely blue car. Setting a purple sector 1, but then invalidating coming out of turn... turn 5. And yeah, that's unlucky for the driver in the really Alpine. Lucky, yeah. Multi invalidated this lap as well. He's on a medium tire, so he can do another lap again, saving some fuel maybe, and go all in on the next one. As we do look for the Mercedes of Andrew, who invalidated his first lap, of course, and definitely looking for some redemption and to join his teammate up front.
Oh, NASA's retired.
And that's
I think that is Eau Rouge.
And that is Eau Rouge, so that's the exit of Eau Rouge, as it looks like.
Yeah, he was. I saw he was doing multiple flying laps and invalidating, so maybe his tires must be really hot and just lost it there in Eau Rouge.
Yeah, maybe he should have pitted and go for new tires, but then again, appreciate the try to keep it on track with those tires. Then Andrew now up in the Rouge on the back straight, first DRS zone, and now going for the cheeky corners here.
Ooh, and he takes a little bit of curb, nearly spun the
He took
car.
a bit of curb, and that's a purple one. But then again, that can't say anything.
This is a tricky corner. You brake a little late and you are completely off the track.
Yeah, so far I agree on the fact that all the corners on Spa are really cheeky. As Mirko also joined us in chat, good luck to everyone.
Bit cautious, Andrew. I think he just wants to get a lap on the board first before anything else.
And it's a purple 2 again, so Andrew might be attacking his teammate here. As he's now going for the last moments. His teammate is right in front of him. And that Lauer is on the lap as well. So let's see what these two Mercedes are gonna do behind each other on the qualifying.
Let's have a look what Andrew X can do. Can he challenge his teammate? Andrew crosses the line.
Oh, and that's a 143. 42.3, excuse me. 142.3, but that's a 1 and 3 position at the moment for Mercedes, who are looking great good. Oh, and Jetfish here, one of the reserves, going for the 41 here.
And Pharaoh Fury does a 141.3. What a brilliant lap! Almost, what, 6/10 ahead of Jetfish 11 in the Williams.
And there we have your answer on the question, Hus. Wondering who is going below the 42s. And it's your answer on it is Pharaoh Fury and Jetfish. Actually, quite impressive from the mid-gear reserve here. Definitely showing he can keep up with the guys in front of him.
And Multi decides to go for his first lap on the medium strap tyres.
The Alpine driver here on the back straight now, looking for first sector. And
this is a very tricky corner. How does Multi take it?
30.1, so that's not too bad on those medium tires.
Yeah.
Actually looking quite good. Oh, and that's just over the line. So
yeah, many drivers is validating there, that little curve on the left. Yeah.
It's a very cheeky one. Very cheeky. I think the game made a bit much on that one.
True.
Do we have a few other cars on track?
I'm not sure if Andrew is going for a double lap or going into the pits. He is going into the pits.
I see Smedota decided to go for the soft tires now, as he lets the Ferrari pass of F1 Richie, who's improving at the moment. So let's stay on the red car here. The guy.
Oh, Bakker has lost the car. He has lost the car. Maybe got onto the curb a bit on the left, as we know is a death curb fully if you go onto it. Just the slightest, but
it's a quite tricky corner. It's a almost a full speed one. Just a little lift and full throttle again in the middle of it.
Is that Richie on the hot lap?
In front of him, not behind him, on a hot lap. Yeah. The Pride Ferrari driver.
Yeah, Italian helmet as well, Ferrari colours. And he has the fastest middle sector, if I'm not wrong, on my game.
Yeah, it's a purple one for him in Sector 2, but can he keep up this pace in Sector 3?
He's a very skillful driver, and he'll be wanting to do well, Richie. See how this goes.
Probably one of the most consistent drivers I know, and one of the most sportsmanship drivers as well. He's very nice on and off track, and he only gets one position up. Sminotla now starts his start on the soft tires. So can he push Pharaoh Fury off the first place position?
We will see. As AL has unfortunately gone off in the Williams, the same place as Bakker went off, but he's alright for now.
Keeping it fine on Rouge now on the back straight for Sminotla, the AlphaTauri driver, who is looking for a 29.8 in the first sector. It's 2/10 up, so he's definitely hitting the 41s.
Will he invalidate? Yes, he does invalidate.
And again, one of the victims on that corner.
It's an underrated victim, I think. People underestimate that little curve on the left. They need to lift just a bit to make sure that they don't invalidate
Yeah, maybe just let the car
area.
roll through the corner
Yeah,
to avoid hitting the that white line. I mean, if you
I
just
agree.
are fully on that white line, you already invalidated.
I think Bumblebee just improved with the fraction, and he's just behind his teammate by about 2
Oh
tenths.
yeah, definitely one of the cars we didn't have in the view yet is Bumblebee, the Red Bull driver who's teaming up with one of our admins, RPM Bakker, and already let him already said in the channels a lot of times he is looking for a great first season as RPM.
For sure, yeah. Lauer 1609 has a very good chance of also going up in the times tables. He's now on a hot lap, if I'm not wrong. As we have yellow flags, I think people just getting out of the way.
Yeah, and his teammate is not that far behind him at the moment. So both Mercedes are looking for redemption on dead
Oh,
laps.
nearly spun it.
Oh, and
Did
Barker
Lauer
just
hit the
spun up
Mercedes?
to P2 actually.
Yeah.
That's a great left from the Red Bull driver.
Out
Skipped
of
off
the...
Jetfish and hitting a 141.8. Still quite some behind Val Fury though.
Still pulled a lovely lap out of the back from Bakker. We know he has pace, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to show it in these past few races. But here
No,
he
no,
is
no,
in Spa.
definitely not.
Jetfish is on a hot lap just now. Looking to contend with Bakker, only 1/10 of Bakker. That'll give him some motivation to maybe go up a few places. And what about Sminotler? Did he manage to challenge Farrell Fury? I don't think so, just yet. He's going to go for one final push to challenge the pole position, who is Farrell Fury, but it'll take a lot of effort from Sminotler to get there, as that is a very hefty lap time from the Aston Martin driver.
And I'm still on board with Jeffis, who just invalidated his lap and won't be setting a faster lap at the moment. We are looking
Andrex goes
for
into
the
P6 with a
cars.
142.2.
Actually looking for the cars who are able to do another lap, but I think Andrew is one of them.
Even
If he
Farrell
still
Fury is
has
going
enough
for another
fuel.
one.
No, he's already off fuel, so I don't think Andrew will be going for another one. CJ Butch in the Ferrari. Did he actually made it? He did made it. But had a really rough start on the exit of turn 1, and we have a yellow, and that's one of the Mercedes. And it's
Yeah,
loud.
now. Yep.
So no improvement from him then. As
No, not.
Andrew actually is up on time. Can he keep
And
that?
CJ Butcher's also lost in Eau Rouge, unfortunately.
He is still driving though, and I don't think he was already on a lap. We do have one of the Alpines, I believe. Could it be? No, one of them is Williams. In front
I
of
think the only
Andrew.
one is Farrell Fury. I'm not sure though. Farrell Fury definitely is on a lap.
Yeah, but Andrew will be in front of him. Who is actually really improving his time here, so maybe he can jump even his teammate.
Yeah, he's up by about 2 tenths, maybe even P3, snatched by Andrew X in the Mercedes. We'll see now as he approaches the final corner in Spa-Francorchamps and see what he does. Decides to stay in third gear. That's different from everybody else, but DRS now enabled for Andrew, and he goes up to P4.
So that's a position away from his teammate, and actually really close to the 41, but didn't manage it by a bit. Now Fair Fury over the line, and he's a bit up in time, and that's no improvement. He did improve his last sector though. And we only got CJ Butch, but he invalidated his lap, so this will be our starting grid. As Prophetic, would you go through it for me, please?
Yeah, sure. Farrell Fury takes pole position. The Irish driver looking very, very good by about 5 tenths. Then Bakker takes P2, really showing his pace. Jetfish takes P3. Andrew X takes P4 in the Mercedes, double Mercedes P4, P5. Sminola wasn't able to show his pace. He ends up in P6, unfortunately. Two Ferraris in P7 and P8. AL is in P9 in the Williams. ISRO Bumblebee is in P10. Maybe could have done better, we don't know. Late joiner Multi is in P11. His teammate Lucis is in P12. And rounding out the pack, the only driver who set a lap on the mediums, OWR1 wing 46 takes P13. And unfortunately, our DNF NAP is in P14. And that is it for our qualifying results here in Spa as we wait.
Yeah, thanks for that. And there is our pole position driver in view at the moment in the Aston Martin, and really excited about his qualifying. There he is, fastest driver. It's Val Fury on P1, Barker behind him, and Jetfish on P3.
I'm really looking forward to this race. What are your predictions, Rick, for the podium?
Personally, I think some of the drivers who are capable of more didn't get the chance to set all they could.
Yeah, there's quite a few names I could say that didn't set a good lap that they could.
But yeah, I think both the Mercedes will try to attack that podium here, and also Val Fury, with the gap he made on pole position, I think he will have a lot of speed, and will challenge Barker to keep up, actually.
Yeah, that is true. Smirnoff also, remember, on the different strategy has a good chance of maybe sneaking into those podium positions.
Yeah, definitely.
Here we go then. I'm just waiting for the players.
Now waiting for the cars on the grid. Oh, and that was my stream. Yeah, thanks. Okay.
So since we're just waiting, we'll have a look at our pole position driver's press room. He says that he wanted to get any time under a 1:43 and he'll be happy. He definitely did that. But another thing he does, he wants to make it at least 4 laps without spinning. So we'll see in the race. He seems to be not very confident in the race at Spa. So we'll see maybe if he can make it a bit long and finish the race and convert his pole into a win.
Yeah, I think he definitely will be looking for that win after knowing he has the pace to do it. But yeah, the cars behind him don't lie. I think some drivers behind him is definitely capable of attacking him on that pole position spot. Barker is definitely capable of more if he keeps it clean. We already seen him struggle a bit on this track. Jetfish, yeah, he actually surprised me a lot, knowing he is a mid-gear reserve, and actually scaring me as well, knowing he's this fast on Belgium.
Yeah.
The Williams driver really showed something. Both the Mercedes, I'm wondering what those guys are gonna do. They know each other, of course. Will definitely be in party, maybe be together.
Yeah, I think so. They're both very consistent as well, I see.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm really wondering what these guys can do. And Sminotla under pace on those mediums in the midfield of P6. I'm thinking he has a great position for a good strategy. So yeah, I can't predict a lot about the race, but I do think it's gonna be an exciting one. That's for sure.
I think it's really unknown who's going to take the win in this race. Of course, Farrell Fury is a very favourite, but anything can happen at Spa. And with these drivers, with their skill and just good experience in F1, we'll see what they can do.
In the meantime, a lot of other guys joined us in the chat as well. I see Shack Attack. I see Velatin saying he predicts Barker at P3 and Spinotla at P2. So that's quite a shovel. Dragos just hopes no one will spin. And that's for sure.
Don't put out Multi either. He had a very good race in Silverstone last week. He came in P4.
Yeah, Multi is definitely someone to be watching out for if he is behind you. And especially just taking the piss out of us. Being in chat. But no worries, we got 3 lights on, it's 4, 5, and then when they out, we are racing here in Spa-Francorchamps, Belgium, as we are now up to turn 1. It looks like a really good start from the Aston Martin driver and also
gets
the
an
Red Bull.
amazing start, yeah.
And I see Lau, is it Lau already attacking the P3 position?
I see that, yeah, and a couple of spins. Maybe
back we did see some shuffling as Andrew all the way at the back. Starting from P4, and it's Lau off and Jetfish off. It's all both of them in the exit of a Rouge, and that's a really short race for these two guys. And it's a full safety car at the moment. And wow,
they were
that's
both looking awesome, weren't they?
Yeah. I think the attack on P3 that early on was too much. So far, it's not the race for Williams, as Andrew also already dropped back to P11. And one of them just spun out together with Williams, so very unlucky for one of those both those guys.
So it is a lap 1 safety car. We talked about Morty at the start of this race. He's gone up 4 positions. He's now in P7, and I'd say with AL, he's in the Williams. He's gone up from P9 up to P5, and Smirnoff is in P3 in the AlphaTauri on the medium tyres, which will be very good for him. Andrew X was one of the guys that didn't have a very good start, unfortunately. He's gone down to P11, but he'll be looking to get some good points in this evaluation race as his teammate is unfortunately out.
Alright, and sorry for falling back a bit. So safety car first lap already.
Farfug jumps into the pits, actually, in the Aston Martin. Which is a surprising move.
Yeah, that's surprising. So let's see what tire he is going to shoot. Well, I think I already know, but let's confirm.
It's the yellow stripe tires, medium
tires.
Oh yeah,
it goes the mediums, yeah. So
got plenty of drivers jumping in, actually.
So for your personally view, should you bid on already lap 3 safety car? Oh, I see some plates were flying.
Personally, I wouldn't, for sure. I would stay out, but these drivers obviously have different choices, as lots of penalties being dished out. Back has a 10-second time penalty.
Yeah, he had a collision somewhere.
Same with Smirnoff.
And I don't know who, because he... Okay, my tables are screwing up a bit. But I don't know who exactly, because... Oh yeah, it's one of the... It's Smirnoff missing an entire front wing.
So maybe a clash with Smirnoff and Bakker at the front,
maybe,
and then...
what we see often is that the driver behind, so in this case it's Smirnoff, maybe he didn't pay a lot of attention and started braking too late. But
yeah,
also,
it could be anything. Maybe Bakker braked a bit too early, dangerously.
Yeah, maybe Bakker predicted unpredicted braking, maybe.
Having said that, I normally see 5-second penalties with safety cars, so this would have been a major crash. As we see, Smirnoff has absolutely no front wing on his car.
Yeah, he definitely hit Bakker hard on the back of the Red Bull car. Who is leading the pack at the moment, but in my opinion, he would go in. Being on a 10-second penalty, you'd want that removed as fast as possible.
True.
And 5 seconds of it is gonna removed anyway, so...
Two Ferraris are doing a great job. P3 and P4, Richie and CJ Butch. And Pharaoh Fury, we see how this strategy turns out. He's gone for the soft, medium soft. I'm not sure what he's gone for, but he is
Yeah,
right now in P9 after his stop.
yeah, he went from the soft to the mediums.
He did go for a gamble.
Maybe he's gambling on the fact it can be set up as well, of course.
Hmm.
That his tires are his setup is based on tire saving. So Sminotla will definitely go in, and he started on the mediums, as to Barker, as I said. Wanting
Yeah,
to
this
remove
is
5 seconds
surprising.
of that penalty as quick as possible. Richie now leading the race at the moment, still on the soft
Matching with the safety
tires.
car in P1.
And Lucy's looking good on P3 on those mediums. Al got the hard tires on.
Yep.
But
Oh, who's that in the wall?
oh,
That's Bumblebee.
it's Bumblebee. What happened to
He just
Bumblebee?
lost it. It was like a George Russell. I think he just lost it under the safety car and the traction, and he went into the wall, unfortunately. Oh, and he's back in. Bumblebee nearly collided out of the pits for Backer. Oh no, that's really unfortunate for Bumblebee.
Yes,
Already three
that's really
drivers out of the race.
unfortunate for the Red Bull driver going off on your own, and in a very strange way as well.
So I hope there isn't any more collisions like Backer. It's very easy to do.
Yeah, well, Spa-Francorchamps definitely
Yeah.
took some victims already, and we are only 3.5 lap in. One wing being happy on P4 at the moment, I guess. He is on the soft tire, so. But then again, a lot of the cars are, so.
Maybe safety car in this lap, I reckon. All the package join up together.
Yes, Sminotla and CJ Booth shows the hard tires.
Hard tires, yeah.
So let's see what those guys can do. Barker chose for a new set of soft tires. He will definitely be looking for some redemption.
And it is in this lap. We've got confirmation for race control.
Yeah, and I'm switching to F1 Richie, looking for the safety car restart on his behalf. Knowing Richie very well at the moment, he will go for a cheeky restart.
There is quite a lot of Multi's keeping his distance from P1. As he does get a bit closer now, but still keeping his distance, not going to the right at the back of F1 Richie, but we'll see how this restart goes.
I think that's a smart choice.
Yeah. Richie going all the way out to the right. And he has got a fabulous start from Multi, as you said.
And
5 second penalty for Lucis.
Oh yeah, that's an unfortunate one for Lucis.
As
Richie,
one wing is
as I
going
said,
into the pitch.
going
I don't know
for
why.
a cheeky restart. Yeah, one wing is in the pits. Richie already slammed in almost a second of a gap on
And Pharaoh
Multi.
Fury and AL nearly going side by side into Eau Rouge, but AL gets a move done on Pharaoh Fury on the hard tyres. Now throwing very wide in Eau
As
Rouge.
it is though. He is like Pharaoh Fury is still really close behind that Williams car.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see. Yeah, no, a bit too far.
No, he did look for the gap on the late break, but he decided not to. Oh, and Neff going wide, and L actually
Ooh,
providing
I see that,
from
yeah.
it and switching
Here
up
comes
to
Andrew X, maybe.
P4.
No. Nath again going very wide.
Yeah, he's definitely having some brake problems there,
Yeah.
and needs to look out that he won't be losing another
Andrew
space.
X.
Going wide.
No.
Oh, that's quite a dangerous
But Backer gets the move
rejoin.
done on Andrew. Backer going on
provided
the
from
inside
it.
of Nath. Nath definitely having some problems
That's
with his
two
braking.
easy positions for the Red Bull here.
And Pharaoh Fury goes down the inside of AL. They are side by side. AL's not letting this move go easily, but Pharaoh Fury goes into P4 on the mediums.
Yeah, Fury did push him a bit on the actually forced him a bit on the curb. And oh,
Yeah.
and actually that's Lucis out at the moment.
Oh,
He's standing into the wall, He didn't have damage though, so he kept
Did
it
he
out
just
of the
lose the
wall.
car? Just lost the car, I guess. Or was it contact with someone else? I'm not sure.
No idea. I just got it on stream, seeing a battle with
Alright,
Fury.
Smirnoff's going for a big dive bomb on the penultimate corner and gets the move done on the Ferrari of CJ Butch.
That's a good one. So yeah, Lucis lost the car in beginning of sector 3, and it needs to restart his race again.
It's
Malty doing
unfortunate.
a good job on keeping it close to Richie. Fury already back in P3.
Oh, but
that's a
look at
great
RPM back
result.
on the back of AO in the Red Bull.
Yeah, let's switch to on board with him, and now
This will
side
be
by
close. This will
side.
be very close.
Bakker has so
Will
much
AO
more
break
pace
late?
on those soft tires,
And he's nearly lost it on the curb. Thankfully not.
but that's a good job done.
And Lucis has
Bakker
had
now
another
up to
spin,
P4.
unfortunately. Yeah, great move from Bakker. I think he loses it again.
Scott actually being still quite impressive on those hard tires.
Yeah, you're right. He
back
is very close to Bakker still.
And there was my stream again. Smidodla was in a very good position with
Oh,
mediums.
AO nearly
He
lost it,
yeah.
and he has lost it. He's gone to the grass. Sorry for you for that, Rick. But
Oh,
he
no,
has
no,
lost
no,
a
no
wing.
worries, no worries.
He's lost a wing on the right of his Williams, and maybe he
What
will
the
have to
hell?
pit as a safety car.
No, it's Lucis, right? No, it's not Lucis.
What?
Lucis lost a piece as well.
Lucis,
Oh
but
yeah, I
also
see now.
Scott,
He's missing an end play. Yeah. I couldn't see it in the first view. Did he hit Smidodla?
Who AO? No, he just lost it. He literally lost it.
Right. So it's a virtual safety car. Richie decided to go in. Multi now leading the race on those soft tires. Pharaoh Fury back in P2. Barker in P3. So these guys reclaimed their podium position for now. But Barker will need to pit again.
Yeah, DRS is now enabled for our drivers. You have to be careful, really careful with the VSC on this game for sure, as the delta is very weird on this game.
Well, I've
So
personally
be careful.
already thought the delta is just complete BS. Like, it's almost impossible to keep it within a low second.
Yeah, it automatically goes from green to red whenever at any point.
Yeah, you need to build up seconds and then go full throttle.
Sure. As there's sector 1 yellow flags, Alfa Romeo and a Ferrari. What's happening? Naf is around, and Butch is also around.
I see
The
Naf
two cars.
actually made it damageless, but CJ Butch lost his entire front wing, and he needs to do a full lap without a wing to get it fixed. So that's not something you want. The Alfa Romeo.
That's really a mission on this game for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's just low corner taking now. Neff actually came out through without any damage.
Without damage, it's good.
Also Lucis repaired his front wing. Now on the hard tires, and just overtook CJ Butch. Neff took a 3-second penalty.
Our first real penalty for exceeding track limits in this race.
And actually early on in the race, we do see a lot of gaps form already. And though a lot of things happened already, but it's quite some gaps.
So look at Pharaoh Fury after pitting whilst the safety car was out in lap 3. He is now in P2 already.
Yeah, his pace is insane. Bakker keeps up good, but he needs to piss again on those soft tires. So either he comes close early on, overtakes him and tries to slam in that gap, or he just keeps it behind him. Oh, and actually Neff is out of the race.
Have you seen that nasty NF? Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just seen it, yeah. So that's unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo here on Spa-Francorchamps, and that's the 4th victim of Spa-Francorchamps.
As Bakker gets another time penalty to add to his woes already in this race, and Butch decides to go into the pits. Of course, he had to.
Bakker
Without wing
really.
damage.
He can of course still save 5 seconds.
Yeah.
In a pit, but he's currently on 8, and we know penalties can really screw up your race.
Yeah, for sure, penalties are really important in these league races. Shack Attack is shouting for Richie with 2 exclamation marks, and Spritzy says, "Come on, multi-team Alpine." Of course, Spritzy loves Team Alpine. So
Yeah, he loves that car. He loves that car. He would marry
Spinotto
it.
is out into the gravel.
Oh, that's... Oh yeah, it's loosest. That's one of the Alpines that doesn't look very good at the moment on...
What's happened to Spinotto? He spun again. He spun twice already.
Yeah, well, if you spun once, those tires are cooked.
Yeah.
This is the Alpine who doesn't do a really good job at the moment, and it's not the driver, it's just the track man.
Yeah, for sure. This track is a real nightmare.
It's a pain. It's a pain.
Yeah. For sure.
Richie and Al actually doing quite good so far. Andrew climbed up his way into the top 5. Pretty good as well. As I do see Lau already sending in reports. So
he's not a happy bunny.
No, definitely not, but it's some work for me after race. So no, for now we are still on track.
And Farrell Fury is in that 1 second window of multi.
The Aston Martin is a really good pace man here, and I just love the way it looks on the track.
He's elite here, Farrell Fury. He's very, very good.
He's a clean driver. He knows what to do.
And I think he's on controller. That's the most surprising thing, if I'm not wrong, by looking at his steering wheel.
Yeah, maybe if I believe he is on pad, but nevertheless,
Multi does not want to fight. Yeah, nevertheless, he is awesome.
He's a great driver. Yeah, and it's a purple lap for him with a 1:45.4.
And Multi goes into pits, goes onto the medium tyres. He didn't want to fight Farrell Fury at all, didn't want to waste his time, and goes into the pits onto the mediums, out into, I reckon, P5 or P6.
5 now, P6.
No, he's got no helmet on Multi. He's got no helmet on.
Oh yeah, that's a lovely... That's the second time it's on Multi. That's the second time. He had it last week in Britain as well.
Yeah. I think it might be with joining mid-race, I reckon. The no helmet.
I have no idea, but it does look really funny.
Yeah, it looks hilarious.
At least put some glasses on, you're gonna get a lot of flies in your eyes.
Yeah.
Some skiing goggles or something. But after he came all the way from the back, now racing in P5 on new fresh mediums, he's looking good.
He's a fighter Multi, yeah.
Farrell Fury now pulling away from Bakker, who still needs to pit.
Bakker needs to stop getting these time penalties, man.
Is he on more already? He is on 8 seconds, so
he needs to be careful for sure.
He will leave 3 seconds. Yeah, for now he can take it, but we all know Bakker is just always screws up his podiums by penalties. As do I, but mainly I crash. So
before it matters. Sector 3 yellow flag for...
I think it was Bakker actually. At least it was for someone around the chicane. Oh, it might be CJ Butch. Slowing down as he got lapped by Farrell Fury.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I'm actually quite wondering how Bakker is going to solve this. If he can close enough, he will get DRS of course, and that will definitely help him out. Oh, Andrew actually got 3 seconds now as well.
Yeah, he has got 3 seconds.
And
He's
there goes
actually.
Barker,
Oh,
and
and
that's
Backer,
another
there we
thing.
go. The moment we were waiting for, he gets a 2 second time penalty and makes it even higher to 11 seconds. And
And
another yellow
that's
flag for. Is that multi?
Lucis.
No, it's
No,
not
no, no,
multi.
it's Lucis.
Lucist.
And he
Yeah.
kept it out of the wall again. How does he do that? If I go off
That's alright.
there,
Yeah.
I lose 5 tires. Like my car would just be tireless.
Yeah.
And he keeps it out of the wall for 2 times now. That's insane.
The luck is on his side for sure, and so is the skill. And he keeps out the wall.
Yeah, for sure. He's really doing a good job keeping it out of the wall. But yeah, just bad luck for Lucis here.
Yeah.
I mean, I've driven him against him a lot of times, and he's so consistent normally. I think the game is just too new still. Is Barker actually close enough for DRS? He does look like he's close enough, but using quite some ERS as well.
Multi's getting a lot on Richie. He was 3 seconds now, up to 2.5 seconds nearly. We'll see if he can close the gap and maybe get a good fight on his hands.
Yeah, Multi and Richie are really looking close at the moment. Multi are of course on those new fresh medium tires. Yeah, but at the moment, oh, that's a yellow, and it's Minotla.
Oh no.
Did he get
Yeah.
damaged?
I'm just having a look right now. I'm not getting the best view though.
Camera angles, man, it's just so annoying.
I don't think he has
No,
any
he
damage.
did get damage. No damage for him.
Who's that? Is that Rich? Who's that yellow
Of
flag
course.
for?
Oh, it's CJ Butch off.
DJ Butch, yeah.
So there goes Barker advantage for DRS. And now he just needs to keep it close to Fury by speed.
And when will drivers start to pit? I'm wondering myself.
Well, the guys on the guys on 4-lap mediums won't pit again. No, neither will the guys on
Yeah.
hards.
But the likes of Bakker, who's on his second round of softs, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and Val Fury already 9 laps in.
Yeah.
So, but it should be possible, right? So, soft tires last around 8 laps.
Around 7-8 laps, yeah.
So it should be possible.
I reckon Bakker will pit this lap to avoid. It's already easy spinning on fresh tyres, let alone used tyres, so he might just box because of that.
Multi actually getting really close to.
Yeah, I noticed that he's getting very close,
Richie
1.5
now. I
seconds.
think the weight loss of the helmet really helps.
Yeah, it must.
Gives him just a bit more speed. Still 1.8 though, so not close
Yeah, he's
enough
also
yet.
in those corners.
Yeah, he's losing quite some bit in sector 2.
Maybe he has a straight line speed, but not enough downforce to get the time in the corners.
Yeah, I see he's now closing in again, so I do think
And
it's a
Bakker.
lot of
Yeah.
straight line speed for him.
Bakker goes into the pits now, and he's going very slowly, trying not to get a penalty on top of his
He's
already
gonna lose
penalties.
at least 2 positions.
Yeah, he'll have to stop for his time penalty, I guess.
3
Yeah.
even. He's gonna drop back behind Multi. Maybe even Al.
Yeah, I think
He's gone
no.
now. No, he won't be dropping back behind now. Yes, he's now exiting the pit. Oh, this is actually gonna be really close.
Nah, this is gonna be very close. It might be side by side up a ridge. We might have a fight on our hands. No.
Buck
Oh
keeps in
yes.
front of him, and yeah, that's a close one. That's a really close one.
Ooh,
And close
Scott have
enough
DRS. He'll
to
have
give
DRS, wouldn't he?
Scott. Yeah, Scott will have DRS now.
Here we go now. Scott, will he go right? Will he go left on Backer? Has a nice slipstream, goes to the left of Backer, trying to get the move done around the outside. He's already ahead of Backer before the braking zone, and he gets the move done very easily.
Yeah, that's one of the books. That's definitely one. Oh, Bucker actually going for a crossback
Oh
in the next
damn!
corner. Oh, that was really close with those tires.
Yeah.
That's some fighting between those two. And
And AO goes off.
L goes off. And he didn't get
Has he got
damage, at
damage?
least not on the front wing. Of course, in 21
And
you can still
more
call.
yellow flags as well. Is that for Richie?
So,
Richie's off as well.
no way. Oh,
Yeah,
Richie
he's
spun.
off.
And Scott now gonna get overtaken by Barker and Scott.
Oh no. Maybe
At
not.
least.
No, not yet. Maybe Backer, not Scott. And his teammate. No. Is that Butch off as well? Maybe. Or is that just blue flags?
Well, Richie not giving up here. Barker really needs to fight for this one.
Backer's not using overtake. He should use it soon, but no, he gets moved done around the outside.
On the outside.
And will Scott also get the move done?
Scott now.
He tries to go around the outside on the bus stop.
That's grass. That's really dangerous.
What was dangerous?
He did get the move done. No, he didn't.
No,
Side by
Richie's on the
side
inside now.
there. No, behind now. Late break from Scott.
This is really, really good racing. And we also see in front of us Andrew and Backer.
Oh yeah, Backer overtook Andrew as well, but he is so close.
Andrew was just
and he's on a soft
pit.
tyre. Yeah. He actually went in on a soft tyre.
I think Backer wouldn't put much of a fight with this.
No, he knows he lost that.
But let's look at Scott now. Richie's got his red lights flashing, and Scott gets the move done before the braking zone.
But can he keep his pressure? That's the question. He lost it against Barker as well. Now this is the scene of fighting we want to see in high gear. We don't want those gaps.
Yeah. And back into another penalty.
Yeah, just let him go on. He has 9 seconds, man. He will drop back 2 places.
I mean, he did say in his press room, I hated the entire track is crap. So he obviously doesn't like Sparta, and we can see that.
Oh, that was different last year. He loved it.
I don't know, man.
But yeah,
everyone hates on this game for sure.
Yeah, it's really different.
Does Richie have a chance now with his speed to get past AR? I'm not sure. He's about 5 tenths off him, so not yet, I guess.
Marcos actually really shouting for Richie now, saying let's go Richie, and he really wants Richie to take as much positions as he can.
Richie has a good chance right now. Although he doesn't have that much ERS to play with. Neither
does Scott, to be honest. Yeah. Well, let's see. Up Rouge.
They're both lifting quite a lot.
Oh no, Richie took a penalty. That's a 3 second, but he does get the job done.
Although AO doesn't give fights up easily, and Richie breaks a bit too late, but just enough.
Yeah, I think that was strategy, keeping the car on mid-track, knowing the switchback would come. But now he needs to pull away 3 seconds from him. And these guys are really putting up a fight between each other. Must say, Al is like really doing a good job keeping up with his high gear guys. In the back we do have some cars having a lonely race. One wing, currently a P7. Will be, I guess he will be happy with the result. As he started from the back. Fel Fury actually flying away
Yeah.
from Multi, who's doing actually a really good job, and P2 coming all the way from the back. And don't forget, Fury is on 13 lap old medium tires, and I do think he will get the advantage and time to actually go in for a set of softs.
As talking about boxing, Scott goes into the pits now. And that was very close to overspeeding, but he
that's
doesn't
soft
overspeed.
tires. This is the most boring part of the Williams, knowing they are all the way at the back.
But it's very useful in pit stops, to be fair. Less chance of getting held up.
Well, CJ Butchik is going for the fastest lap now in about a 1:44, and that will give him an extra point if point system was on now, of course. He actually closed, is just close behind Al, who just got new soft tires, and that gives him a DRS. Maybe he can pull off another fastest lap. Going back to the guys who were fighting, Richie lost his fighting mate in P5 as Scott went in. Is now 18 seconds behind, and with 6 laps to go, I think that's going to be quite a challenge to get close enough for the overtake on penalty or normally. But then again, Richie will take position away from Barker if it keeps it like this.
Yeah, that's for sure. Sector 1 yellow flags. Was that Lucis? Yeah, Lucis not having the greatest day today.
No, definitely not. He's still standing into the wall.
But props to him for staying in the race and not giving up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's definitely the sportsmanship mentality
good fighting spirit
for him.
Lucis.
Yeah. And he's in P10. If it was a season race, he would have got points anyway. Oh, Fury spun.
Oh no!
That is going to cost him some time. He didn't get damage. He just went off.
Even the most, the best drivers in the field can also spin here in Spa.
Yeah, for sure. He had such a clean race, but I now want to know how much time it cost him.
Oh, he's lost a huge chunk, man.
13 seconds. So that's almost 10 seconds off.
Yeah.
The gap. Now is the question, will he go for a pit stop to get soft tires? I would have.
I reckon he would. It's one way to pit stop fresh softs.
It's 14 laps in, those tires are cooked.
Yeah. OWR comes out right behind Spinotler, who is on 11 lap old hards. He is within DRS of Spinotler. We'll see if he goes for the move, although I think he's a bit too far away. He's got a good exit, overtake enabled, DRS enabled. But yeah, I think he's a bit too far away to go for any move just yet.
Yeah, that's too far. But One Wing also doing a really good, consistent job so far. Fail Fury decided not to pit yet. And still go on those mediums.
Oh, One Wing gets a penalty. This is really, really stupid from the game. He wasn't even that far off.
Now some track limits parts are just annoying, man.
Oh, that Lucis, yeah, unfortunately.
Lucis again?
I'm still on board with One Wing though, as he's having a very good run through these corners.
Damn,
sticking with Spinotler.
It's like the master of keeping it out of the wall. He keeps spinning, but no damage.
Fair play.
Letting Barker and all the other cars pass easily though, so that's good sportsmanship from him. Richie now coming up.
No, I'm really proud of him for sticking in the race and letting people by very nicely.
Yeah,
well.
Definitely.
One Wing decides to maybe scare Spinotler a bit by But he does go for the move down the inside now, Spinotler, and he gets the move done. But this will mean that Spinotler maybe, yeah, Spinotler would have DRS now, so I'm not sure if this was the smartest move from One Wing, if I'm totally honest. Because Spinotler is right on the gearbox of One Wing now, and I will have DRS, and will get the move done way before the braking zone. So yeah, you do have to think where to overtake on this track, and Farrell Fury does go into the pits now.
Oh, and there comes Multi into the chicane.
Number 96, Farrell Fury, where does he come out?
Yeah, he's gonna go for P3 now. It's close enough. Oh yeah, P2. He keeps P2. And he's on soft tires.
Oh, yellow flag to start in. Oh no, that's One Wing. He was having such a good race, and he has spun the car. But I think he was staying P8.
No damage. No damage.
Yeah, no damage, and
Lucius decided to retire. It's in pit lane though, so that's good. And I now do want to have a little view on Farrell Fury on those new soft tires. And see what he can do to get closer to Multi.
This will be interesting at the end, because I know Multi won't give up that P1 easily. No one would want to give up that P1 easily.
No, for sure, but knowing the car behind you is on really fast tires.
Yeah, he's already made up about 3 seconds in about.
Pace.
Yeah. And Bakker now is keeping just the right amount of gap to stay in his P4 position. If my maths is correct, he'll stay in P4 ahead of Richie if he keeps it like this.
Yeah, he will. He won't be happy about it though, losing 2 positions. But then again, I don't know how that 10-second ended up.
Oh, and that's got off. He is off now, but no damage again. Yeah, lots of people going off here again. Massive run. Yeah, Bakker maybe could have gotten a much better result if he didn't get any time penalties.
So Farrell Fury now on a really good pace and really on the way to make the attack on Multi.
With 2 laps left.
This is gonna be close. Maybe it's even a sprint race.
Yeah.
Multi doesn't have that much ERS though. He's really pushing. And we already seen on the straight Multi's really fast. His car is like on the straight an amazing pace.
Yeah.
He just loses a lot in the corners.
And for Fury, I think it'll be 1 second by lap 21. And CJ Butch has retired from the session in Eau Rouge. I think he lost it in Eau Rouge, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And now he's really on. Oh, Bakker gets another 3-second time penalty.
And that's a position lost.
Yeah. Come on, Bakker.
Oh, and now Farrell Fury is really on the tail of Multi. And I do think Multi will say just after position.
Yeah. We don't know actually, we don't know. But I think what we do know is Farrell Fury has the pace to get past Multi. Farrell Fury has 44% ERS and Multi only having 20% ERS for now.
And here we go, he's on DRS. Oh, Multi actually had a really good exit.
Yeah, if he can get a good exit out of Uruj onto Radion, onto the main straight, I mean, maybe he has a chance of keeping the position, but it's unlikely.
And there they go, Rouge will Fury. He did look at it. Maybe even breaking the slipstream a bit to reduce the space.
Oh no, this will be an easy move, I think. Yeah. And
that's it done. Yeah, that's just clean through. And let's P1 back for Farrell Fury here in the Aston Martin, and I do think it's fair to say that's a win for him in the Aston Martin F1 car. Yamin actually joined the chat as well in the last lap. Let's go RPM Bakker, Team Red Bull at Spa. Well, Team Red Bull
Is doing a decent job.
Not lose a position at the moment.
Yeah. And Scott gets a 3 seconds time. One driver who won't be happy is Sminotla for sure. He had such good pace.
Yeah, he had an amazing pace on a medium.
7. Yeah.
Bakker actually, no, he's not way too far ahead or behind on Andrew, so I don't think we will see a fight between those two. Fury 130, 43.4. Already pulled away 3 seconds from Melty in P2, and Andrew doesn't seem to close in fast enough on the Alpine of Melty in P2. Yeah, currently almost all drivers have penalties except for the first two.
Yeah, it shows how hard they've been pushing it, doesn't it? In this race.
Maybe it's hard pushing. I think for Bakker's sake, it's maybe pushing a bit too much.
Yeah.
Actually, look at the position changes.
Oh, who's this? Oh no, yellow flag for no reason.
Multi actually grabbed 9 places. It's an amazing race.
What a race. His last race was also amazing as well, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it was. I think it's just keeping the car out of trouble.
Yeah, without a helmet.
Yeah, of course. That's the extra pace, man.
Yeah.
As we are now on board with the winner of tonight's race in the Aston Martin. Fury, Multi taking 9 positions, grabbing the P2 position. Andrew in a Mercedes, who had a rough start, but grabbed P3. Bakker just went over the finishing line for P4. Then we have the red proud car of F1 Richie going for the P5 position. Amazing result for the guy. Had a great pace since qualifying, and now slamming in P6. I think there was more for him, but it may not be. Sminotla actually trying to finish the lap. Not the race he wanted on P6 with medium tires. One Wing actually got 5 positions up, so I think he's glad with the result after the qualifying, but in the race he might be a bit disappointed.
I found that to be a pretty good race, to be honest. Maybe lots of gaps midway through the race, but there was always something to look forward to in the race.
Oh, Spinotla actually making an exciting finish, crashing into the wall. That's it for tonight's race in high gear evaluation race. The last evaluation race before pre-season. Multi, deserved. For the driver of the day, taking 9 positions away. Let's look at the podium for one more. And there we have it. Prof, any last words for the guys still watching?
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed a lovely race. So yeah, that's it from me.
Yeah, and same for me. Thanks for watching at tonight's high gear race. We hope to see you all back for next week when pre-season starts in, I believe,
Austria.
Yeah, thanks for that. Have a great evening, everybody. Normally I would say that 25 times, but this time I will only say it once. And see you all next week, hopefully. Have a
good night, guys.
See you guys.